Hey everybody, this is Linda and welcome to Lenny P's Place. I'm here with an update of my book for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So here's my March page. It's not finished. I might still put some, I don't know, some other kind of embroidery on it, maybe some little flowers or something in here. I'm not sure. I have to leave a place for my date and for the theme, so that'll probably take up one of these blocks and this down here. So I might do something right here, and maybe I'll put a little something right in the middle of here. But for now, I'll just show you what I've got done. Really, the only thing I've done since last week was add my butterflies. And I made my butterflies. This first time I've ever made butterflies, so I was pretty proud of myself. This one especially because I put little flowers on the wings, and I'm not sure you can see it. I'll come in a little bit just to show you those, and then I'll zoom back out. So I put little lazy daisy flowers on the wings, and then I did some blue seed stitching. I got my body, I think, a little fat on this one, but it's okay, I suppose. And he's got little black eyes. I don't know if you can see those or not. And then I did satin stitch on this butterfly here, and then I did satin stitch on this one down here. And I like the way they turned out. I think they turned out pretty good for my first time. Now this was a piece of a dresser scarf, so I didn't do this. I just stitched it on. And yeah, everything else I've already told you about last week. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'd like to do a little bit more embroidery in, but I'm going to, before I do any more, I'm going to add my date or the month, March, and put what our prompt was. So I'm not going to do any more stitching till I get those down. I'm pretty sure I can put something here, but it'll probably just be, I don't know, something I cut out. I probably won't do any stitching on that. And I don't think I want to do any on this little piece here. I don't want to take away from it. I like it is. So I probably won't do anything else on that. I may do something here. And like I said, I'll maybe put something down here. And that'll pretty much fill up the page. Right now I've just got it attached with a pin and one of these little clips onto the page where it belongs. I've still got to add some lace onto this page around the edges, like I have these other pages, and then I'll stitch my block down. I did sew my book together, so I'll show you that. I guess I can show you that. I used the binding, what do you call this stitch? A tab binding. That's what it is. So I used that. Now the back cover's not stitched down. I have to wait till I'm finished, but I have gotten the front cover done, and I still have to cover my book. You know, the cover I have to decorate, so I have to come up with something for that. But so this is my first 2 pages. Here's a pocket, and I'm going to write some notes or something and put in the pocket explaining about the book. This is my title page, and then my 2 sample pages. Here's January and February, and then I have March, and then April will go here, and then I have pages in the back here, enough pages to do another set of sample pages. I think of sampler. I think I want to do that again, see if I've improved any. I don't know if I have or not. I still don't know the names of my stitches, but I don't know. If I keep going, maybe I'll learn the name of the stitches. At least maybe I'll learn how to do them all better than than when I started. Anyway, that is it. Didn't take long to update for this one. Now we do have one more week, so I'll probably try to do some more, like I said, some more stitching on my page. And then since we have 5 Wednesdays in this month, Rachel and Sarah have a little something special for us for that 5th Wednesday, so I'm excited to find out what that's going to be. So I want to be sure I'm caught up and ready to go for whatever that might be. And then I guess while I'm here, and because this is something that Rachel's doing and I'm participating in, I will show you what I've gotten done on my old documents and lace journal. So I've got my I've got my cover done. I used an antique piece that I got from Roseanne, and I put that over the top of this old piece of I don't know what you call this. I called it needlepoint, but I don't think that's what it is. But it was an old piece of fabric that I had that I'm not even sure where I got it. I don't remember. But anyway, I put that on here because you're supposed to use vintage and antique laces. So I have some antique trim around here, and I have antique hemp. It's a grain sack, and I continued the antique lace around and onto the back also. And then I used the Roxy. She used this. She's calling it her. I think she's calling it her document binding. So I used that where you just have 2 places where you bind, one on the top, one on the bottom, and you just punch a hole and then you wrap the thread around. You can see a better explanation of that from her. So on the inside, so far, I have used this piece of silk fabric here and here, and I can't say how old they are. I don't know. They may be new for all I know. I'm not sure. But I liked them, and I thought they were pretty, and I wanted to include them. This is some antique, a piece of antique. It's an applique, and it's, I got this from an antique dealer on eBay. And then I just used, this is not vintage, or this is a new little velvet ribbon I have put through there. It's not new. Then these 2 sampler pieces of silk, I mean not silk, but lace. These I got from Patty Lane at Sacred Mementos. And they're just gorgeous. And I didn't want to attach them, so I thought I would just leave them in the pocket here. And then this piece of lace, I can't remember. I don't remember where it came from. It came from an antique dealer, but I'm not sure where I got it from. But I know it's an antique piece. And then this little embellishment here also came from the same place that this lace came from. And the whole reason for this journal is to keep some sample pieces of the laces that you have. And that way, if you use them all, you'll still have a piece. It's kind of like a hoard vault, only you can see them and touch them and appreciate them. And this is just a piece, this is just an image that I cut out of a little book that I had. Got a glare on it because it's not a matte photo, so, or picture. Anyway, I just thought it looked really sweet. It kind of goes with the theme of the book. And Roxy, Rachel used a lot of old original pieces in hers, but I don't have those, so I just have to go with what I have. I think I might have already mentioned that a lot of the pages in here are digitals that I got from Rachel's Etsy, and I think it's called Old Documents. It's the name of the digital package that I got. But what I did was I went through my old books, and a lot of them had blank papers in the front and in the back, and I took those out and I used them to print the documents on, the digital documents. And I do have a few of my own in here that are old pages. Here's a pocket. I haven't put anything in it yet, but unless I say otherwise, all the lace that you're going to see in here is most of it's antique, and it's a few of them are vintage. This is an original piece here of my paper from a ledger, and this is a piece out of an old book that I had. This is another one of the pages. It's another picture from that book. It's a Victorian, it's an old Victorian calendar is what it is. And I just cut some images out of it that I thought the colors went well. And I haven't yet, but I will probably, I don't know, I might not. I might just leave it, just decorate it a little bit and leave the back to write on. We'll see. I don't have anything done on these pages yet. I only have a few pages done, but I just thought I would show you what I've gotten done. This will be a little spot to stick something. I don't have anything close by to stick in there, but you know, it'll just be a little tuck spot. And I decorated it with, I put a little an antique flower here. It's a piece of trim that I cut off. And little antique, or no, this is probably a vintage button here. And then I used the sleeve, part of a sleeve from an old antique, I think it was probably a dress or something. All I had was the cuff. And so I cut part of that. I should have ironed it, but I didn't. So it's a little wrinkled. But I just folded it over the top because this paper is just so brittle. I tore it right there. And that's why when I was sewing, I tore it. And that's why I put that flower there to keep it from tearing any further. And then here I have a little piece of antique velvet, and another one of, I have two of those little lacy flower things there. And then this is a piece of antique lace. And then that flips up, and I just used another image from the calendar. I'll probably use quite a few of those because they just look well. They just go good in here. This is a piece, these two images are from a sticker book that I have, and then I put a piece of antique trim down the side here. And then that flips open. And then this is the back. And there again, I used a piece of antique eyelet lace. And then this is some antique lacy trim that I had that I used around the front and the back, just part way, because I already had put my pocket on. So I wanted to add some trim there before I sewed it in. So I did that. And so that's it. That's how far I've gotten on this. So I was following Rachel on this, and then of course Roxy's Journal of Stitchery here. So I have two projects going with Miss Rachel, and I'm enjoying them very, very much. Anytime I can use lace and pretty fabrics, I'm all in for those. Okay, so that's it. I just want to thank you for stopping by and looking at my progress, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.